This video is related to the last one I just made. That one was called How to Get Anything You Want. Well, this one is called How to Be Happy Every Day. And I know these may seem like very, very big claims or very, very grandiose themes, but trust me, it's possible. I know, as I talked about in my last video, you can go out and get anything you want in life. I just know you can. And I know we can be happy every day. Here's how it works. So in the last video, and in case you don't want to go back and watch it, I'll just give you the cliff notes now because I know time is very important. But the summary of the last one was you can get anything you want by setting forth a 3-step plan. The first step is decide what it is you want. And that's harder than you can imagine because you may, at least for me, I found myself that I was enticed by the idea of some things that I wanted, not the actual thing itself. But figure out what it is that you want, and I'm just going to summarize here for the sake of brevity. Figure out what you want, decide or determine, research, and basically you're going to have to research this, what it's going to take to get what you want. So for example, if you want to be an award-winning author, how are you going to get there? What are your writing skills now? How are you going to improve those writing skills? And that's going to be sort of a learning experience. And you can find these things out. You can go on the internet and basically type in how to be an author. If you want to be a surgeon, you can type in how to be a surgeon. And the information is out there. The internet will tell you. So once you've determined how it is that you're going to go about getting what you want, the final step is to execute that plan and stick with it. That's really the big important thing. Now, those 3 steps are going to take years. And just as an example, this YouTube channel I'm launching, this is my 7th episode. I've been at it now for about, a month. And everything that I've read says it takes years and years and years to build a channel from scratch. And I'm okay with that. I know it's going to take some time. But I've identified what I want. I have a plan for how I'm going to do this. I've sort of drawn out a roadmap for the next several years, and now I'm executing that plan, and it feels wonderful. So to fit neatly with what I was talking about last time, the secret to, I hate using that word, but one thing that has worked for me to be happy and to bring about daily happiness is to have my life on track. And that is actually the topic of this video, is having your life on track. By that, I mean you're doing something every day that's taking you forward in whatever direction it is that you want to go. You're here, you want to get there, your life is on track because you're moving to that point. And it's very important that you keep your life on track, because if your life is on track, every action you perform every day you live brings about a sense of satisfaction, a sense of completion, or in my case, I love the feeling of accomplishment on a daily basis, or even on a project by project or hourly basis. It makes me feel good and I'm happy. And now that I've started this channel, I feel like my life is finally on track. This is what I want to be doing. Am I good at it? I don't know. Who knows? But it's what I want to do right now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having such a good time. My life is on track. I wake up every day, and I can't wait to get back to this. I go to bed at night thinking of ideas for the very next day. It's nonstop. It's always flooding my mind with thoughts and feelings and positive emotions that I'm making something where I want to be. And that's fantastic. I haven't had that feeling very much in life. I used to be a lawyer, and let's just say my life wasn't on track, and every day wasn't quite the bouquet of happiness and flowers and sunshine and rainbows and all that. It was not the best life in the world, but it's what I thought I wanted to do when I was younger. I fell in love with the idea of being a lawyer, not the actual being a lawyer itself. That was a completely different story. So this is one of those situations where I've done something sort of the hard way, and I've learned how not to do life. So you don't have to. Take my word for it. Find something you love, dedicate your life to it, and every day you're going to be happy. It's that simple. It really is. Think of it another way. Think of as having your life on track as sort of being the shadow or the inverse of hard work. It's what naturally accompanies effort and walking that path towards where you want to be in life. And having your life on track is really, it comes with a profound sense of satisfaction from having done the right thing. Now, I believe it's with a lot of us, and it's there, but it never really reaches consciousness. We sense it, but we don't recognize it. And that's why I want to really drill down on it in this episode, is to sort of bring this incidental but necessary component of hard work, or this piece that comes with reaching your goals or striving towards your goals, because it's a wonderful thing and it's there already if you're headed in the right direction. Now, I've seen this in many people. I've seen this feeling or this need to sort of go out and accomplish something. And when they're doing what they want to do and when they're pursuing their dreams and their passions, they're fantastically happy. I know I am. I know my friends and my family are. I've seen a lot of people that are pursuing their dreams and are just really loving life. And the opposite is true too. If you're not pursuing your dream, every day is a struggle. Every day is a challenge. It's a headache. It's hard. Time goes by slower and you're just not happy. I was there. I've been there a few times. I don't want to go back. No, thank you. But think of being on track as sort of finding a winning lottery ticket every morning in a drawer. The nice thing is, because you're working towards your goals on a daily basis, you find that winning lottery ticket on a daily basis, and it brings that much joy and satisfaction every single day. And that's what I'm sort of pushing here is find something you love, go after it, and in the middle, you're going to be just ecstatic with life. You're going to have made the right choice. So one small caveat is that if you do have a goal you're working after and you're pursuing that goal, if you don't work towards that goal on a regular basis, let's say I want to be that author and I'm trying to improve my writing skills, mere effort alone at doing unrelated tasks isn't going to make you feel good. In fact, it can kind of make you feel sort of bad. If I want to be an author, but I'm outside pressure washing my deck, I know that I'm going to have this nagging feeling inside of me the entire time I'm out there pressure washing, saying, you need to be inside practicing your writing skills. You need to be in there working on your manuscript. You're wasting time. You're wasting your life. And that's a very uncomfortable feeling for me. I don't like that. But conversely, that shines light on another beauty of headed towards what you want to do. The beauty is that, let's say something comes up, and things always come up. You're always going to have distractions. Life is always going to put its foot in the door and say, no, not right now. You got to do this. There's so many things that are going to interrupt what you want to do. But the beauty is, let's say you take a day, a week, a month, or even a year off from pursuing your passion. The moment you come back to it, just within a few minutes of picking that goal up again and working towards it, the happiness is going to start to return. It's going to start to flood back into you in the shortest amount of time. And this is a happiness that's permanent. It has permanence to it because it can carry with you day after day and month after month and year after year as you're working towards your goal. It's something that never leaves. If you're doing what you want to do, it's going to be with you all the time. And that's the beauty of it. It isn't a temporary happiness of, say, having seen a great show on TV or having gone to Disneyland. That's fun while it lasts, but afterwards, you've got the memories. The memories are good, don't get me wrong, but it's not there with you every day. It's not inside of you. It's not there in your face, bringing about that sense of satisfaction and accomplishment and joy on a daily basis. It's not. But having your life on track is. That's what's so wonderful about it. Every day I make an episode or I work on this channel, I feel that. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I feel happy and it feels so good. And another beauty is, and this is going to seem kind of counterproductive or counterintuitive, but you don't ever have to reach your goal to experience what I'm talking about. It's the pursuit of that goal with everything you have that is the source of this comfort, of this feeling that I'm talking about, the sense of nirvana and bliss. Let's say you have this goal of being a champion Western rider, and you know it's going to take 2 years, and you have to go out and you have to ride a horse 4 times a week, and then talk to a trainer and do all these other tasks. You figured out what the process is. You're here, you want to be here, and you know all the steps involved. And let's say you work along for 6 months, a year and a half, and then something happens. Let's say you've decided that you don't want to be a champion Western rider anymore. Let's say that your life situation changes and your family takes you in a different direction, or an unforeseen circumstance that comes up. In the worst case scenario, you can't be a Western rider. Something very unfortunate happens. The point is, for that 6 months, a year and a half that you pursued your goal, you've got that happiness. Regardless of whether or not you've actually reached it, that doesn't matter. You were walking on that correct path. You were on track. And every day you were on track. It was bliss. It was. And you'll know this feeling. You'll know you're on track when you have what I'm talking about. It may not make any sense right now, and it may just kind of seem like, oh, he's talking about weird, floofy cloud stuff. Whatever, that's never going to happen to me. Try it. I dare you. Just once. Pick something you want and start working towards it. And forget about the tyranny of the shoulds. And I know I talked about this in my other video. I used to live by the tyranny of shoulds. I should do this. I should do that. What do you want to do? What is it that's in your heart? Where are you being drawn? And that can be anything in the world. It doesn't matter. One nice thing to keep in mind is if you can couple your passions and your dreams with sustaining yourself, you can do what you love as a living or to provide an income. And that's, I think, the holy grail for me is, that's what I see as being the holy grail is if I can merge chasing my passion and having my life on track with sustainability. Once those two are met, what more is there to life? Everything else is just gravy. I've done all the heavy lifting. All the big stones are out of the way. Now it's just a matter of walking down the path, kicking little pebbles off the side. It's wonderful. But please try it. Brainstorm. Just think. Even do the mental exercise of, I would love to be a florist. I would love to go see dolphins. I would love to walk in Patagonia and see the mountains. Envision that end goal and set up in your mind what it would take to get there. Then imagine yourself doing it, and even take maybe just a small first step. Log on to the web and see how much a ticket is to Patagonia and figure out how long you have to save for it. Whatever. Just take one small step towards it and just think about how that makes you feel. Focus on it. Bring it into awareness. Because I think a lot of times, like I was saying earlier, we will work towards something, we'll start to chase a goal, but we won't be aware of how we're feeling in that moment. And that really is the core of what I'm trying to get at here, is being aware of the pursuit of our goals in the moment. That's the source of happiness. Whether or not that goal ever happens doesn't matter, but think about how it makes you feel to just try to get there. That's it. That's where I'm going. You've got it. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. It was a pleasure chatting with you again. I'll see you guys next time.